Hello, this is Mars Radio coming at you from the Red Planet, 225 million miles away. Today, we are going to go over my portfolio. This is going to be a little personal on my end, but you know what? I may as well start off on a good note. This is a finance, business, economy, politics, philosophy channel. I'll start with something big, where I started from, and where I ended up now. So, let's get right into it. I started actually investing for the first time about a little over a year and 2 months ago, so about 14 months ago. The first time I ever traded a stock was probably the first week of February. First stock that I ever traded was Virgin Galactic when it was still $17 a share, back when that was the thing, last year in February. And then, history with that, I learned a very hard lesson, which I still have a hard time carrying forward today with the rest of my stocks. Virgin Galactic went up 50% over a couple of days, and then, or over a week or two, and then it crashed. It didn't just crash. The rest of the market crashed as well. I think it was February 19th. That was the day. I remember it very, very well because I was up 50% and then I slowly lost more and more and more, and then I was hugely in the negative. That was my experience. No, I did not sell because I figured out, just through math real quick, that, and also a little bit of research, that you could average down. You could just buy more of the stock at a lower price, and then when it goes back up, you could just sell once it evens out. That's what I did. But I did take a little bit of profit off the top once it balanced out about a month and a half down that road. And yes, I did trade Virgin Galactic stock a couple of times after that. I always made a profit off of it ever since then. And I haven't really held a whole lot. Or actually, no, I haven't actually held Virgin Galactic stock in probably over 6 months, maybe 8. And I haven't needed to. I have a bunch of other ones. But, yeah, that was my first trading experience. Let me see, how much time do I have? Okay, I have plenty of time. Overall, I started with about $1,000. I had plenty of money in my savings. And I invested in a bunch of COVID stocks, which I swing traded a lot for, and also a couple other biotech, gas stock, WTI. I once had Novavax when it was still $7 a share. I bought like 100 shares of that, and I swung traded for like 14, and I did again from like 14 to 20. Made a couple $100 off of it each time. I'm not saying I swing traded 100 shares of it. I'm saying at one point in time I did own 100 shares of Novavax back when it was still that low. I should have held because nowadays that thing is worth, let's see here, $179 per share. It once hit 300. I think like last year. If I just held that 100 shares, I would have made well over $20,000. I didn't do that. So that was another hard lesson for me. Besides Virgin Galactic, where I did not sell well as high, and I didn't sell while the rest of the market sentiment was going down. I wasn't paying attention. Novavax was a hard lesson in if you get in early enough on a decent company, just hold. Especially when the market is at a bottom. Sure, you can swing trade here and there, but try to keep a base holding on that so that if it does skyrocket, you at least are in it. So, that was another hard lesson for me. Then, later on, I put basically all my money into one single stock, and it was SNGX. Actually, it was up by quite the amount at one point. I almost made $3,000 off of it, but I did not sell because I was anticipating it peaking again. It went from $1.30, which was my cost average, up to $2.50 a share. And yeah, I didn't sell. It was the same lesson with Novavax. Well, no, it's the same lesson with Virgin Galactic. I didn't sell. I thought it was going to go back up. It never really did. So later on, I sold it at a loss, and then I diversified my portfolio into um, several EV stocks, etc. And let me see how much time I have. I basically, yeah, I sold it at a loss, and I learned I was able to use that as a tax write-off. So I had that in my back pocket. I was like, okay, you know what, I'll use that later down the road. And I diversified my portfolio into AMD, a couple of EV stocks, including Tesla, NIO, Ride, Workhorse, and Ride and Workhorse have done as not very well. I bought them pretty fucking high. I've had to average down ever since I bought them. I didn't sell either Ride or Workhorse in the past 6 months when they reached their peaks multiple times, because I had that FOMO from Novavax and a lesson that I haven't quite learned yet from SNGX. I could have swing traded, but I didn't. And then at NIO reached $60 a share at one point, and it dipped back down to 40 over the past couple of months. Tesla reached 900, dipped down to around 600, almost 500 at one point in the past month and a half. So I'm at the point right now where I'm trying to diversify my portfolio yet again. I'm not selling everything. I'm just selling the stuff like AMD, which gave me like a 20% return over a couple of month period, and then just kind of stagnated. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to sell this. I sold that yesterday for 20 some odd percent return. Made like $100 and some odd off of it. I only bought like 14 shares. It's whatever, but it's enough cash in order to really do something with it, like swing trade. And then about 2-3 months ago, I bought Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, about 10 shares of that, and I made a nice $100 profit off of that. I sold that today in the morning. So I have about $1,500 to work with when it comes to swing trading, and my portfolio value only went up because I sold. I realized gains. So it's not a bad thing. It is kind of an in market right now, but I feel like if I start diversifying and swing trading at the same time, I'll be a lot better off than if I just let it sit and nothing happens to them. I've only one time ever sold a stock that has gone up a significant amount only a couple months down the road, and that was Novavax, which was kind of unexpected in terms of the Operation Warp Speed funding for $1.6 billion and getting the COVID vaccine up and running and actually making it. Nobody knew that was going to happen, except for maybe a couple super bullish guys on fucking StockWits and Yahoo forums and everything. Like, nobody expected that. So, yeah. So I started from basically $1,000 and worked my way up to, at one point in February, $22,000, and then I am back down to about, say, $17,000. But overall, I am up. From last year, I was up 42% in year-over-year return, but this year is kind of off to a rough start because the market and bond yields and inflation fears and then the EV stocks just going So, yeah, that is my stock history thus far. I put about 10% of my income matched with 5% into a 401k, so automatically 50% of my overall 15% of my income goes to excuse me, goes to a 401k, and that has accumulated to a decent amount. I don't want to say how much I have in retirement savings because I just started like a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's a decent amount. I have managed to grow my portfolio about 4 times faster than what my my 401k has been able to return me year over year. So I've been doing pretty okay. Dogecoin is the one thing that saved me recently, and the Bitcoin's just kind of been like, I'll fiddle with it a little here and there. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to kind of hold a couple $100 in there in case I want to shift some stuff around, buy crypto because hype, whatever. And yeah, but Dogecoin has been my most successful in terms of total returns, my most successful investment of this year thus far. Nothing else has really beat it. I can show you right here. So there's Ride, there's Workhorse. Right here, almost 200% return. Then you have CLSK, which I don't know that much of, but it was kind of, I was trying to swing trade this thing, and then it dipped real fucking hard, and then it skyrocketed. So I actually learned my lesson from Novavax on this one, because I saw it just kept on going. I was like, you know what, this is actually looking pretty bullish. I looked into the company, and I liked what they're trying to do. So I just stayed with them, and I got handsomely rewarded for it. They're kind of in right now. They reached almost $40 a share about a month and a half ago, and then it dipped down with the rest of the market. NEO, third best. Tesla, fourth best, funny enough, and then Random Mining, nickel mining company, prospecting company. LIT is a lithium ETF, and I would ignore this because I don't think that's true. I put a lot more money into Bitcoin than let me think. Yeah, a lot more money into Bitcoin than that percentage. That's just not real. So yeah, my history with the stock market has been filled with mistakes that have cost me tens of thousands of dollars, not because I did something like selling early, or no, because I did sell early, but not because I was losing any of my own money. It was all because of potential gains. And majority of the time, I'm able to stick with it, and it all usually does good for me. So yeah, that is my beginnings in the stock market. I started with $1,000, and within a 12-month time period, less than a 12-month time period, I got it up to $22,000, $22,000, and because of the dip in the entire market, over the past couple of months, it went down by a significant amount, but I'm still going good. Again, this is all my own money. This is not from a loan. This is not... I'm also pretty much self-taught in terms of investments and swing trading and doing stock research, stock fundamentals, reading charts, and just doing my own research in terms of trying to find good stocks to invest in. I stick with my niche, and that is clean energy, technology, EV stocks. And I've done pretty okay with that. I also fiddle with crypto, and I've had some beginner's luck on that. But I saw the signs and caught on to it a little late. I got Dogecoin at around 2 cents per coin. Cost average, but I first bought it when it was 1 cent, so I was just starting to put money into there because I saw the hype coming, and now it's up to 6.25 cents. The first time I ever heard about Dogecoin was when it was still about 0.2 of a cent, and I did not take that shit seriously. I actually looked into it, but I didn't know how to buy or trade crypto or anything like that. But yeah, in the next video, I'm going to go over Lordstown Motors, Workhorse, Bitcoin, and Dogecoin, and hopefully this particular video isn't too weird. It may be split into two parts, and if it is, you'll definitely know. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Where's my recording? Where is it? Where is it? What the fuck? Where is it? Nope, that's something for later. Hang on. Where is it? Icon tray. Icon tray. Has it not been recording this entire time? No, it's been recording. It just decided to disappear for no reason. Alright, I'm going to edit this out. Bye.